Hi there guys, Metal Crusader here. We're back with another video. Today I'll be talking about 3 bands as usual, also 3 releases as usual too. And the first band I'll be talking about and the first release will be Caladan Brood Echoes of Battle. Let me just show you the LP. There you go. It's really beautiful artwork, by the way. Actually, I haven't even got to research who did this, but I really like it. It's a beautiful, I believe it's called Golden LP. Don't want to be lying about that. It's quite a nice release, by the way. Both the LP color, it comes with 2 really nice posters, each one for one of the band members. So this is one of them. I actually haven't put these ones up yet because I haven't found a place to hang 2 different frames, 2 frames together, or a single large frame, I guess. I just want to hang both posters together, you know. This is the other one. There you go. This time I won't be showing the LP again because, well, it's more of the same. It's a gold LP and it's actually pretty nice. So, Caladan Brood hail from the US. This release was put out in 2013. So far it's the only release from this band, which honestly I don't see why they would do this. I believe they are still active. I believe they haven't split up yet, or something like that. But I would really enjoy some other releases besides this one. So this release, it has this epic and mournful vibe, and the vocals are just incredible with this really, how to place it, this really mid-tone and this raspy vocal, so typical of this genre, which is the epic atmospheric black metal. To a certain point, this band is just summoning worship. However, I will not say, like most people tend to say, that they are just a copycat, or they are just another version for summoning. They are very similar, yes. It's worship done right. However, they have some unique moments, as for instance on the first track, which is called Azure Sky, City of Azure Fire, sorry. This track has some moments with clean vocals, and throughout release we will get some clean vocals, which is not typical of summoning. Something else that is clearly different from summoning is that it's not only in summoning you will have these keyboards leading the way. Here sometimes are the keyboards, sometimes it's the guitars. So there's better balance between the black metal and the dungeon synth side of things, I guess. But it's really an interesting band, and again, if you like the epic atmospheric black metal genre, I will recommend you these guys, because, well, they are a band that any summoning fan will enjoy, I believe, and that somehow stands out on its own. And honestly, it's, well, I guess it's one of the cornerstones of that genre. I guess talking about a really niche type of bands, you have the Emin Muil summoning and Caladan Brood being the main torch bearers of that genre, I believe. Of course, if you expand a bit out of that specific niche, there are a lot of other great bands, but in that very, very specific niche. I believe these three are just incredible. And this release, well, if you like these bands and you haven't listened to Caladan Brood yet, do yourself a favor, go listen to them because you're going to enjoy it. Moving on. Second release. Second release I'll be talking about is from Vesh En. The title of the release is Pyrefication. I will just show you the LP. Okay. It comes with a nice poster. Okay, how is it? Oh, it's like this. Another one that I definitely need to hang. I honestly, some of them I haven't hanged, like I mentioned previously. I don't know where to place them because I like to place them within frames. Really cool artwork there. And it's a black LP, but still pretty cool one. With the same, let me just show you, with that artwork right there in the middle, like the one I showed you earlier. So, Vesh En. Much like Black Silis, this is a very, very raw project. Well, by the way, I haven't mentioned it yet. They hail from Belarus, or Belarus. I don't know how to say that in English right now. I'm having a blank. I believe it's Belarus. Correct me if I'm wrong, sorry. It was released in 2019. It's the band's second full-length, and this copy at least, and I believe the release itself, was put out through Iron Bonehead Productions. Like I was telling you, it's very similar in the raw aspect to Black Silis, although it has a lot of different takes from that band. For instance, it's a part of me wants to say it's not as aggressive as Black Silis, but it can be quite fast, because throughout the release you'll have tracks ranging from slow and mid-tempo moments to some very fast tracks with the occasional blast bit throughout. The release, like I mentioned, is extremely raw, so this also means if it's raw and if it's the type of raw characteristic to Black Silis, it will also be quite atmospheric, creating this dungeon or cave-like atmosphere for you to listen. The vocals are incredible, especially the clean ones. I really enjoy when the vocalist comes out with the clear vocals, because they can create these really hypnotizing moments and can really make you feel as in a trance, or in a, how can I put this, almost like an occult trance. It's weird to describe, honestly, and that's what I like about it. The atmosphere is also somewhat dark, and at certain points I guess I can even call it a bit on the depressive side, and it's definitely a release that while you listen you feel like you're listening to, how can I put it, I guess the best description is try to imagine how hell sounds like, with the chaos and the shrieks of souls being tortured there. I guess that's the best description for this release, and it's incredible. It's an incredible release. If you like the really raw side of black metal, go check them out. I'm certain you will enjoy them. Recommended tracks will be Call of the Dead and Fog of Death, sorry, I believe that's the full name. Yes, Call of the Dead and Fog of Death, yes, those two tracks. Oh, by the way, I just remembered I didn't say recommended tracks for Caladan Brood. Those would be Echoes of Battle and what's the name of the other one? The Passing of the Grey Company. That's it. So that's it for Vesh En and Caladan Brood, and also for vinyl today. The next album I'll be talking about is a CD release, and it's Profan by Kampfar. Now, Kampfar hail from Norway. The release I'm going to talk to you about is from 2015. It was put out by Indie Recordings, and it's their 7th full length. Here it is. I really like the artwork of these guys. They, most of the time, except in the last release, but okay, at least 2 or 3 releases of them were by with paintings of Zdzisław Beksiński, which is one of my favorite painters actually. And I really like to see it on their covers. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if it was some sort of intentional move from the band to create this vibe where all the covers, or at least 3 of the covers, are from the same person, because I believe that's from a very specific time. I know that Profan and Djvemakt are albums with the covers made by Zdzisław Beksiński. I believe Mare is also by Zdzisław Beksiński, but not sure. Okay, I haven't shown this part yet. Okay, it's normal. So, Kampfar. If you're into black metal, it's more than likely that you've already heard of Kampfar, or at least heard their name somewhere. Especially if you're into Norwegian black metal. This album keeps the same pattern that we saw appear, well, maybe on Mare it started, it grew stronger on Djvemakt, but this album keeps that same pace, that, how can I put it, that pagan vibe, I guess. There's this really pagan and heathen vibe, and although it has this sound, something that Kampfar do really well is keeping this pagan vibe mixed together with some of what is called the true Norwegian sound, or the true Norwegian black metal. The guitar work and the drumming on this album is outstanding, really outstanding. And the tracks on all fronts, honestly, be it on the vocal side, the rhythm, or the percussive side, they always feel like there's a certain flow, there's a certain logic how the songs behave. In that thing only, it kind of reminds me of prog, but don't get me wrong, this has nothing to do with prog, just that little logical flow of the music, I guess. The vocals are incredible, especially the chants and cleaner parts. I really enjoy, what's that track called? Gloria Blaze. Gloria Blaze has this really nice, it's the intro track, and has this really nice chanting on the chorus. At least I believe, I'm not mistaken, and that's on Gloria Blaze. The recommended tracks for this album would definitely be Diamond and Tornekrat. Just making sure, I usually abbreviate the names of the tracks and I am afraid to forget their full name. So Diamond and Tornekrat are definitely the tracks I enjoy the most, especially Diamond because of this contrast between the chanting and the raspy vocals, and Tornekrat, well, it's just an incredible track that everyone should know, or at least anyone who likes Norwegian black metal. With this being said, I guess that's it for today, and well, see you on the next video. If you enjoyed, share, like, subscribe, you know, the usual, and well, like I mentioned, see you on the next video. Until then, keep your horns up.